Hi, my name's Dr. Fazia Hussein. I cannot thank the tax reduction team enough. They have helped me to substantially reduce both my personal and my corporate income taxes. Last year, I got a $38,000 refund of taxes. I know that my taxes saved will go towards my income properties. I'm looking forward to these properties generating a substantial lifetime income and eventually passing on to my heirs. I highly recommend the expertise of the specialists at the tax reduction team. If you are looking to reduce your income taxes and reduce the taxes in your estate, Ray and Jay are the people to see.
Hello, my name is Lyndon Wells. I'm a Canadian business owner, and I'm here today to tell you about something that I have discovered. In the past, I used RRSPs to get tax refunds. What I did not realize is that I could get 4 times bigger income tax refunds by investing in very secure commercial income properties. The tax reduction team took the time to show me how, with zero capital outlay, I could own commercial property and create intergenerational income, plus get tax refunds of 4 times bigger than the RRSP contributions. If you are looking for advice to reduce and avoid taxes legally, the people at the tax reduction team are the people to see.
My name is Tony Saldana. I work for IBM as a network engineer. Thanks to the tax reduction team, the peace of mind that we have gained knowing that our finances have been redistributed to include an intergenerational income for our children and grandchildren is priceless. By just reallocating our funds, we were able to own the commercial income property and reduce our income taxes. I would highly recommend the knowledge, the experience, and patience of Ray Lawrence and Jay Thomas to anyone who is looking to create wealth and develop intergenerational income. Thanks to Jay and Ray Lawrence, last year I was able to get $16,500 tax refund from Revenue Canada. Keep up the great work, Ray and Jay. Thank you.
In the last 40 years that I've been in the business, it took me 20 years to recognize one serious problem, and that is most people out there in the world of finances get used by the tax department, the banks, and the insurance companies. You need to learn how to use the tax department, use the banks, and use the insurance companies instead of they using you. The place to learn this is the tax reduction team in Mississauga, Toronto, Ontario. If you need a phone number or a website, please look below and you'll find our website and our phone number. Don't miss out on this opportunity of creating wealth and developing intergenerational income. Hi, my name is Ray Lawrence. I'd like to talk about a book written by Garth Turner. It's 2020. The book is available at Chapters and other bookstores. Garth Turner is a popular Canadian author. He speaks on radio, writes articles on newspapers, and he was for a while in politics too. It's very interesting to see what the book has to say. Garth Turner is featured in many publications. In this book of 2020, which is authored, he's shown a chart, projected depletion of CPP funds. In 1995, the funds were $40 billion. By 2000, it depleted to $37 billion. By 2005, it was down to $32 billion. By 2010, $22 billion. For those who retire after 2015, there'll be hardly anything in the Canada pension plan. Now, these are sourced of information is from the Canada Pension Plan. To aggravate the situation, in Garth Turner's book, he shows also a chart of people living longer today. The life expectancy of both men and women have increased dramatically. In Canada, in 1831, life expectancy was 39. By 1901, it was 49 years old. By 1951, it was 68.5. By 1996, it was 78.4. Today, it is close to 83. Now, if this trend continues of people living longer and having problems with their pension, it will be a sad situation to be living long poor. I mean literally poor. What makes it difficult for the average person to put away money for retirement? Look at this income of a Canadian, $50,000. In Garth Turner's book, he shows this income of $50,000. Taxes take away $23,000. A whole series of taxes: income tax, sales tax, tax on liquor, tobacco, social programs, property tax, total of $23,000. That's almost 50% of one's income. And for basic living costs, shelter, food, and clothing, the total one spends is $16,800, which is a lot less than what they spend on taxes. This is an alarming situation, and I question why people do not challenge this problem. In Garth Turner's book, again, he shows very graphically how the clothing costs have gone up from 61 to 98. The cost of food has gone up. Cost of shelter has gone up during the same period. But the cost of taxes are going through the roof. Now, if this trend continues, where would one have money to stack away for retirement? Now, the tax reduction team believes that reducing income tax could unleash wealth, create intergenerational income, and all this with zero capital outlay. Two things many people do not manage right, and you will agree with me. Time and money are these two things. When someone does 3 times more work than someone else, they don't have 3 times more time. It's just that they manage the time better. Money is no different. People do not manage their money right. Income reallocation will help to create millions of additional dollars for yourself. Here is a typical allocation of income. This is your income. If you notice, 35% is gone for living expenses. And that's all the money that you have from your hard-earned income. You wonder where the 65% is lost. Well, 25% goes just in income tax. Remember, there are about 200 different hidden taxes to support the federal, provincial, and municipal government. This is just the one tax which you see, which you pay for, income tax. Again, there's 25% gone in mortgage and loans. They say North Americans are drowning in debts. Another 10% goes in all kinds of insurance premiums: car insurance, fire insurance, life insurance, unemployment insurance, medical insurance, whole bunch of insurance. And what's left is a meager 5% if you're lucky. Now, our team, we have a team of specialists in each of these areas. Our team of specialists help with income reallocation. In other words, we simply move you from here to here. So if you notice, the living expenses are exactly the same, because there's no point in looking in your pocket for money to do something with, because most people by the end of the month they are broke. If they had some extra money, they would have been driving a better car. So what we do, we look at your taxes and we try to reduce the taxes from 25% to 20% or 15% or 12% or even less. Now with the debts, the same thing, our specialists reduce the debts from 25% to 15% or less. Now the bank could have done this, but if the bank does the structures that debts in this fashion, they will make less money. And they're not about to run a business to make less money. Our debt specialists do not work for the bank, we work for you. So our debt specialists can organize your debts in a way that you pay a lot less and clear your mortgage 6, 7, 8, 10 years earlier. Your insurance, again, we show you how to cut your premiums by 50% or more without cutting down the coverage. And this can be done because our specialists do not go around selling insurance. People have to come to our office if they want their insurance rearranged. If you want the convenience of having an agent come out to see you, then you have to pay the extra premiums that you pay. Now, if we reduce your income tax, we reduce your debts, and we reduce your insurance premiums, naturally that saving of 5% is now increased to 25% or more. Now, even that 25%, we do not give it to you to manage, because most people don't manage money right. Example, if we saved you $400 per month in taxes, here are your choices. The average person would take that $400 a month and invest it and grow it over a lifetime in some mutual fund, RRSP, or something like that. Now I'll show you what the smart people do. The smart people, they take the $400 a month and they go and get a line of credit of $100,000 or more to invest immediately. Now the cost of borrowing or using that line of credit could be $400 a month. So with $100,000 to invest immediately, they are much further ahead than the average person who invests $400 every month, and it takes forever to grow that money. Now let me share with you what the wealthy people do. And there's a big difference between the smart people and the wealthy people. The wealthy people take the line of credit of $100,000 and they go and own an income property of $500,000, but this is a well-managed income property. So they don't have to learn how to find the money, how to find the property, or how to manage the property. It's all done for them. Annual income from this $500,000 property could be $30,000 a year, which grows with inflation for the rest of your life. Plus, it generates an income for your heirs after you die. So it's called intergenerational income. And we did all this without taking a penny out of your pocket. You thought you had no money to invest, and we suddenly created a bunch of money through creative planning. We have our mentor as Warren Buffett. And Warren Buffett, in a recent interview on CNBC, said, "I'd buy up a couple of 100,000 single-family homes if I could." So he strongly believes in income properties. He goes on to say in the interview, if held for a long period of time and purchased at low rates, and right now the rates are 70% discounted in the USA. And Buffett says that these houses are even better than stock. Now, I would any day go along with the advice of Warren Buffett compared to the advice of so many advisors out there who sell mutual funds and seg funds and stocks. Warren Buffett goes on to advise buyers to even take a mortgage if they don't have cash to buy these houses. And we help you with arranging the mortgage to invest in these income properties. Now, if you are the client, we've got 4 divisions that are serving you. The people who handle taxes, tax on your income, tax on your investments, tax on your mortgage, loans, insurance, everything is taxable. So we've got a bunch of people who assist you with the tax planning. Now, if you are investing anywhere other than income properties, you should be looking seriously at income properties. But again, here most people don't know how to finance it, how to buy a property, how to manage the property. So we've got a bunch of people who are in this department of income property management to help you. Now, when you have assets like properties and a whole bunch of other assets, your risk management increases. If you had nothing, the only risk you have is protecting your income, and you could do that with a life insurance policy. But when you have other assets like properties, people are shooting at your butt, trying to sue you at the drop of a hat. Now, to avoid losses due to litigations and legal issues, we have got people who help with risk management. Finally, you must die, whether it's age 35, 55, or 95, you will die. Many people do not even have a will. So we make sure that our clients, if you're our client, you have access to proper will planning and power of attorney. Now, did you know that commercial income property and intergenerational income can only be created when all the specialists speak to each other? Now remember that most people have specialists around them. The problem is they do not speak to each other simply because they don't speak the same language. I don't mean English, but the lawyer knows nothing about income properties. The guy who understands and is an expert at income properties knows very little about taxes, and the tax people know very little about risk management. So when you have, even if you do have some very, very good specialists around you, the fact that they do not communicate with each other on your behalf, the only one who will lose a ton of money over a lifetime, now and in the future, is you, the client. So we'd like you to make an appointment for you and your spouse to visit us with any documents that you may readily have available. Now, these documents will be reviewed. We do not keep anything here. We'll make copies of some things that we might need, and we will see if you qualify for developing an intergenerational income. Now, the items that we would need at the next meeting would be copies of your income tax returns, both spouses, your mortgage and loan statements, any RRSPs, RESPs, any registered plans that you have, any non-registered assets that you might have, or copies or originals of your insurance policies, your will and power of attorney if you have any. Now, please set up an appointment for the next meeting with our office, and you'll be surprised what we can do with some of the information that we have gathered from you. Let's explore the overpayments that you are making in mortgage and income tax payments. Just these 2 items take up 50% of your income. Our calculations, which we will give you, will show you how you could be losing millions over your lifetime just due to overpayments. Your individual tax loss and mortgage loss calculations can be emailed to you before our next meeting. just give us your details. Our office, Intergenerational Income Corporation, or IGIC for short, is located at 33 City Center Drive, Suite 245, Square 1 at Mississauga, Ontario, L5B2N5. Our website is www.igic.ca, and our toll-free number 1-800-975-6512, extension 1. The founder and CEO of the company is Ray Lawrence, and our company is Intergenerational Income Corporation. As you see the logo, the tree, it represents planting a seed and doing nothing else. The rain, the soil, and the sun take care of the growth of the tree and the tree bearing fruit year after year after year for your lifetime and for your heirs. Thank you.